How did you keep that a secret? Hi, I'm Deanna.
I'm Sarah.
I'm so excited to have Sarah on this episode. If you don't know, Sarah is Tall Glass of Klein on TikTok. Is that yours on Instagram too?
Yeah.
Tall Glass of Klein on Instagram too. She is the entire embodiment of women empowerment and confidence and owning your crown.
Yes, honey.
She's the queen of crowns. You might be thinking, oh, like where are your crowns right now? Well, you'll have to wait because this video, me and Sarah are gonna get ready. Me and Sarah are gonna get ready and we are gonna do an entire utada, and at the end of the episode, Sarah is gonna bring out the crown that fits our brand new outfits.
Of course.
Because what we're wearing right now, as stunning as it may be, is just the get ready with me outfit. This isn't the final product, trust. So, while we're getting ready, we are going to be going through some juicy secrets y'all have sent me. I asked everybody to like spill their secrets on Sunday to me.
Yes.
They were so juicy. I was sitting in my bed and I was like, oh my gosh, the secrets you all hold on to.
The tea, honey.
The things that you want to say, a lot of you are not alone. Like mother-in-law comments, the husband comment, the things you guys want to say to your husbands but can't. Oh, the juice is dripping for me. So while we get ready, we're just gonna gab and go through the secrets and maybe spill some of our own.
Can't wait, can't wait.
Let's go. This is the second time I've ever done the spill your secrets, and like you all are reckless now. You're off the cuff.
Reckless driving.
You're reckless driving. You are out here with some secrets, and I honestly don't know how you keep them.
They don't. They tell you.
You're right. One of them had me shooketh.
Was it the one about him smelling bad? Like, I love my fiance with my whole heart, but he smells bad.
Oh my God. I love my fiance so much, but he smells bad. And then after I posted that one being like, wow, you gotta tell him that he smells bad. You can't live with that for the rest of your life. All the DMs were like, oh my God, how did she do it? How did she say it?
But I was like, is that really a big deal? Like,
what's going on?
I'm just saying, like, just like, sis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sir, bro. Fiance.
Sis fiance, babe.
Sis, may I call you sis?
Smell. Like what? Like what is that about? And I was like, or my idea was, why don't you just hop in the shower with them and see what's going on? You know what I mean? Shower together, make it this like sexy time, and be like, oh, you don't use the soap? Let's
not
do
the
that.
passive aggression.
You know?
Oh.
Or tell them. Like, would you?
I mean, I feel like if this is the person who loves me more than anything else in the world,
yes,
I would really. If they can't tell me, who can?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's it.
Punctuation.
Okay, here's one that I couldn't believe. My boyfriend and I got engaged 6 months ago and no one knows. First of all, congratulations. If this is you, amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing.
100.
6 months ago? What are you waiting to tell people for, to be honest?
I know. Ooh, is there tea? Is there like family tea? Are they mad? Are they mad?
That's where my head went. First, straight away, I was like, either you're embarrassed or, do you know what I mean? Why wouldn't you tell someone in 6 months?
Yeah, like not a soul.
I would tell you the second half.
Although I gotta say, my ex-boyfriend got engaged and he kept it a secret for a year. He just posted about it. I mean, I'm sure he told his, like, it's not the same because I'm sure he told his, like, close people.
Oh, okay.
But they took over a year to post it.
Are you okay? A year. Well, I guess certain things like can be very intimate and can be very for you.
For
but
sure.
like an engagement,
It's for everyone.
It's for everyone. It's for the people across the street. I would put a sign in the window, 100%.
Keep Deanna on a fire escape, like, I'm engaged! Like, full, like, hair everywhere, like, gown down the fire escape.
Someone put a ring on it! Something. I don't know.
It you. Yeah, I don't know.
It you.
Ooh, that's
6
brave.
months and no one knows.
Are you stressed? Do you have tension in your shoulders from holding it for that long? Because I feel like 6 months in, I'd be like, I'm engaged.
Yeah. You have to. Okay, you go through. You go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I'm so excited.
I gotta find my primer. I'm behind.
I haven't even started and I had a full 27 minutes just now. I want to marry my boyfriend and move in with him, but I'm too scared to take a leap because I'm so young.
What is too young to move in with your boyfriend? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where does that tie in?
And is that like a family thing or like a societal thing or like a you thing? Like you
Right.
don't feel ready because that's very different from being like other people tell me I'm too young.
Right. I feel like that also hits close to home because I'm like only been dating Chase for how many months? Mm-hmm. And I'm like seriously considering when my lease is up, like moving in with him. You know?
The date!
But I am. I'm seriously considering it, and that's like, oh, I could totally see how people would think. Oh,
just kidding, love you.
I could totally see how people would be like, oh, that's too fast. But like when you know,
yeah,
and it feels right. So what's too fast or what's too young?
I also am of the opinion that like there's nothing at really any age that you can't undo. Meaning like you can always move in and like if it doesn't work out, move out, and then you've learned something at a young age that you can take forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's not a permanent decision.
This is right. It's feeling healthy. It's going to help you and your relationship move forward. Why not?
Very that.
We're
scrolling. I cleaned the toilet with my ex's toothbrush before I left his house indefinitely.
Oh!
Savage!
Oh my god.
His breath won't be stanky.
Oh my god, imagine. Nothing is safe. If you have like...
Throw everything out.
If you wrong your significant other... I would seriously throw away the toothbrush. I would, immediately. I would throw away the toothbrush. I would, like, move, probably. Your car's not safe. I got one message that was like, something found out that their ex was cheating, so she peed in their bottom dresser drawer.
Good night. I'll see myself out. That is crazy. It's not crazy of you.
It's not crazy of you. We're not judging you. It's just like...
It's wild. I just mean it's wild. It's off the charts.
It's off the chart. It's actually...
It's unprecedented.
It's impressive. It's really impressive. Okay, have you ever done anything to your ex, like, to get revenge? This is tricky because you're answering and it's not anonymous.
No, I think I've just been more honest post-breakup. Like, I've spilt some tea about, like, his behavior that maybe he wished I wouldn't have spilled.
Oh, okay,
you know
that's drama.
But I feel like you get to. Right? Like I kept your confidence while we were together. And especially if it's like a dramatic, you know what I mean? It's always dramatic.
Yeah.
If it's a bad breakup and if he has been behaving poorly, I feel like sometimes he deserves a little like, that was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yes, you absolutely can. On TikTok, there's a girl, Drew Afulo, I think is her last name.
Okay.
And she calls out people. She calls
By
out
name?
misogynistic behavior like that's happening on TikTok.
Okay.
And she is ruthless about it, and she calls it out, and she says the things that people are like, oh, you probably shouldn't say that. And her reasoning for it is like, why? They are the ones saying these misogynistic comments. Why all of a sudden do I?
Yeah, why are we protecting them?
Yeah, why do I have to protect them? Why do I have to censor myself? Why? They are coming for women, period. And they don't just come for women, they come for a bunch of different people. I'm just saying. They're coming for women, but I'm not allowed to tell them off. And I'm like, yeah, and I feel that way about like relationships and exes. We feel like we have to protect them when it's like, no, if someone treats you badly, they've chosen to treat you badly. And that's their consequence, is you being like, this is what you did to me, and this is wrong. And I'm telling everybody because everyone else should learn from that behavior and never accept that as okay.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm only inclined to do it if he hasn't owned his part of it. Like, I think everybody makes mistakes and everybody has their shit. And so if you can own it and be like, that was wrong, I treated you poorly, whatever that is. But if you are unable to do that for whatever reason, that is where I get disappointed.
Yeah.
When people aren't able to see themselves as clearly as I think you see them from the outside.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. We're spilling some real tea.
Some tea, honey.
That's some real X tea.
Some deep dish pizza, baby.
I haven't done any revenge, like take the toothbrush to the toilet.
No, that's some Carrie Underwood before he cheats.
Right? If somebody who I was living with cheated on me, like before you leave, you gotta do something. I hear what you did. I see what you did.
I think you have warriors in your life who would do that for you. You have people who would key his car.
I agree. Oh my god, I can tell one story. Chase, be careful. One time, someone I know was cheated on. 6-year relationship was cheated on. And she was like, so upset that she was like, it's mischief night, can we go egg his car? And I was like, I'm driving, let's go. We drove over there and she got her aggression out, and I will say it made her feel better, and that's that on that.
Egging like takes the paint finish like off your car. Like it is a, yeah, girl, it's not just.
It's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay.
He cheated.
100%.
He cheated and he had to wash some egg yolk off a window. I feel fine.
I
I feel fine. Okay, let me find another one. I am eloping with my fiance this year and no one knows. Would you ever do that? Would you elope and not tell a single person?
No. See, that again, like that leads me to believe that like there are people who would be upset if they were to find out. But then again, there are people who are also very private, who maybe it's like a big drama or like very expensive to like have your family at a wedding, and it's just easier not to tell them. I don't know. I feel like elopements became like super popular during the pandemic, right? Like people were like can't be bothered, want to get married, see you later.
The eloping in COVID like makes sense to me, right? But I couldn't do it. I would have to have my mother there. Are you serious? Like, I would have to have her there.
100%.
I would regret that forever.
Yeah, no, you couldn't do that.
I would regret that if my mom wasn't there. Okay, what else? Let's get some juice.
Let's get some juice. This beat is sick.
My ex-best friend talks trash about me to everyone, and I want revenge. Any ideas? Whoa. I have two things to say. First thing, it's your ex-best friend talking trash about you, so you shouldn't even know any of that, right? So who's telling you that they're talking trash about you? Reevaluate those relationships in your life, because if they're your ex-best friend, they're your ex-best friend for a reason, and it's going to be a hard breakup, but it's time for them to go. And then the other answer here is, do you want revenge? Best revenge is to be your best self and thrive. Literally.
Best revenge is your paper. To quote Queen Beyonce.
Oh!
I have a lot of experience with this, actually. I have a lot of experience with like some girl-on-girl crime. It hurts, first of all, so I'm really sorry because it can be really painful. And like you said, like they're your ex-best friend for a reason, but I understand like if they're spreading stuff that is still impacting people in your life and their impressions of you, first of all, like you said, reevaluate those people because they need to take what you're giving them and not what's being told to them. Yeah, that sounds like some fat that needs to be cut out, sis. That sounds like...
That's what I'm hearing. Friend breakups are the saddest thing, and I think they hurt more than real breakups. That's not fair. It is a real breakup. If Sarah breaks up with someone, and that person and I are still super close, and we're hanging out, and they're shitting on Sarah, and they're talking shit on Sarah, I'm gone. I'm gone. What does that say about my relationship with Sarah if I'm sitting there like, keep going, let me write this down, can't wait to tell Sarah later? Absolutely not. That's not real. That says a lot about that friendship, seriously. We've got some shedding to do. Sarah is right. Trim it out. Trim it out.
Bye. Go shine. Go be successful.
There we go.
Make them eat it.
Make them eat
it.
Come on, Sarah. That's the best form of revenge. All of a sudden glowing up to a point of like...
People hate it. They hate it.
They can't stand to see you happy. And it doesn't matter because you're so happy. You literally, it won't even matter. They're so far in the back.
Rear view, honey.
That's true, that's
Objects
true.
in the mirror are further back than they appear, contrary to popular belief.
Okay, here we go. This opens up a huge topic here. I sleep with my ex almost every day because our lease is still together until summer. Okay. There are a lot of these in here that's like, I sleep with my ex, I'm debating getting back with my ex, I'm still talking to my ex. Before we get into it, Sarah, what do you think about going back to an ex in general? Yeah.
There has to be significant change from what you experienced in them before. You can't just go back to them because they're there, because I've been there, or because they apologize. It has to be more, it has to be action and change. Or if it was a very simple breakup and you just didn't work out, then like, don't convince yourself that you would work out just because you took the space away. Does that make sense? I've done it. Have you done it?
Really?
I've gone back to an ex, yeah.
Ooh, how long was the
break?
break?
Honey, I weaved a tangled web for like 7 years. I was just like kept going back to this like same guy who like, and in the end it took like a very clear, horrible experience where I like just valued myself above anything else. He was so great, and I would still say that he was great, but I couldn't make him see that he was great, and therefore he kept treating me horribly, and I had to walk away because I was like, I know you're great, I wish you knew.
Yeah. Oh. So in the end, was it the same reason you guys broke up that made you guys break up the second time?
Yeah, just on a different scale.
On a
It
different scale.
just wasn't getting fixed, and every time I was like disappointed in myself for not having been strong enough to stay away.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
Because I knew I was dope, and then at the end when he...
True,
like,
very true.
Right? But then, you know, when he wasn't able to acknowledge that, it became very easy. I'll say that. It became very clear.
Right. See,
when it became clear.
That's how I feel about it. My very first boyfriend, We did get back together, like, after maybe, like, a 3-week hiatus, but, like, I wouldn't say that was, like, a big breakup.
Right.
But it was the same kind of thing. We then broke up again for the exact same reason, different fonts, right? But I needed that for clarity. Did it waste 2 more years? I don't want to say it wasted those years.
No, because you needed them.
Because I needed them.
To go on the journey.
To have more closure. However, looking back, I wish I was strong enough to be like, my gut is telling me that this needs to end for this reason, and I'm gonna stay strong with it. But I was a different girl back then, I was a different person, and when you're that madly in love, I totally get wanting to go back. Like, I totally get it. But now, after seeing maybe all of my friends go through it, me going through it, I can tell you now, it isn't worth it. And there are some miracle stories that are like, you know what, depending on the reason, you can get back and then you guys get married and, like, that's amazing. I think I'm anti get back with the ex.
I feel like regardless, the only way to it is through it. Because nobody can tell you when you're in it.
Oh, that's also so true.
If your gut's not saying it. If your gut is saying it and you're ignoring it and you need us to sit here and be like, T sis, we will do that.
That's so true.
But the only way to it is, like, you have to decide it for yourself. And I just got better at listening to my gut.
Yeah. Ooh, that's so I'm sorry, that's my ex.
Coming.
That's my ex coming from the cage.
The
Please.
ghost.
Hush down there. Please. Okay. To close up the ex conversation, because it's super heavy, someone who's thinking about going back with their ex, like, they're going to do what their intuition and their gut is telling them to do. No matter what. Like, do not waste your time begging your friend not to get back with their ex.
I think it's more about, like, guiding them to their gut as it is to, like, more than trying to tell them what to do or how to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, how do they feel? Because if they, in their gut, know that they want to go back, they're going to go back. And your job as their friend is to be there regardless of what they decide.
And if it works out great, that's amazing. If it works out terribly, you're there with the tissues. You're there for the shoulder to cry on. Like, you've got this.
Yes.
When I first started talking to Chase, I told Sarah, I was like, I met someone I'm super serious about, and she knew I wasn't looking to date anyone.
I think with guiding people to your gut, it's about also figuring out what they need from you in that moment. So, like, Deanna came to me with details about Chase. I could tell she was excited. I could tell that it was, like, going well so far, but she also, you know, we were spilling, and she was kind of like, here's what I'm nervous about. And it was, like, one thing.
Oh, his age.
Yeah. And I just said,
he's
like...
He's 23. And I was like, Sarah, he's 23.
Yeah. And I just said, great. What do you need right now? Do you need cheerleading? Do you need perspective? Do you want my stories? Do you want my experience? Do you want my fears for you? Like, what do you want from me? And she said, I think he deserves cheerleading. And that, as her friend, was like, instantly, I was like, it's gonna be amazing. Like, I was so there for it, because she knew exactly what she needed, because she knew what she was manifesting for it already. And that was all I needed. I wasn't gonna be like, well, like, then that's not really in my nature anyway. But it became crystal clear in that moment.
Right. And it did for me as well. I was like, oh, I want to be excited about Chase too. I don't see his age as really being a problem either. Her asking me that, I was like, okay, is this a serious problem I need to work through right now, his age? Or do I just want to be excited about experiencing this feeling for the first time in years?
Yeah.
And then we did. We were like,
we did.
Oh my god, it was before he visited for the very first time in New York. Because then you were like, you're gonna enjoy the week. Like, you've got this. Like, oh my god.
Well, then, like, every check-in gets colored by that until further notice, right? Like, if you were to write to me and be like, hey, like, I need to talk about this other thing, and it's colored totally differently than cheerleading, then we switch gears. But but it was so easy to check in on you and be like, how's the trip?
Yeah.
How's the trip going?
It was so
And I'm getting liner all over my lid because I'm so excited.
I need you guys to know that for this video, we are only doing our makeup on these tiny mirrors for you. I feel very good about it. It's actually like a challenge.
Didn't know I was signing up for a challenge. I thought I was signing up for a chat, but here we are.
Oh, okay. I got one. I'm in love with my best friend.
That's it?
That's it.
I've been there too, sis. I've been there too.
Sarah, that's it. I'm in love with my best friend.
Does he know? Have you told him?
That's what I was gonna say. Does he know? Have you told him? Are you going to tell him? You should tell him.
Have you ever dated before? Like, have you dated him before? Do you know what I mean? Like, I was in love with my best friend, but we had, like, kind of tried to date.
Really?
Yeah. As of right now, I think I have finally like grown out of it. I think I realized like we were in different enough places where it was safe for me to back away romantically. But there were moments of our friendship where, here's a question, followed by an experience, followed by a thought, followed by action. I have caught myself not being as good of a friend because I have romantic interest in somebody. Meaning, if he's going to date somebody and I'm there as his friend to give feedback, I've caught myself like not able to give neutral feedback because I have feelings that are involved, right? That he doesn't know about. So I've had to get really honest with some of my guy friends in certain moments of my life, being like, hi, I actually need to pull back from this friendship because I'm actually not being a good friend right now and you don't know that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You ever have felt that?
Yeah. No, I don't have many straight guy friends. And by many, I don't have any. So I've never, no. No. I literally have one straight guy friend from college. Whenever he was having girl issues, like, it was easy for me to help him because I was like,
because you had no interest.
Yeah, and no interest.
Right.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yeah. How many? You have a lot of straight guy friends?
Yeah, I do. I always have.
You know, if you ever listen to Nick Viles, his podcast, he always talks about how you can't have straight guy friends because there is always going to be something more. Someone wants to sleep with another. And I don't know if that's accurate or not. I just know he has a whole podcast about that series. And I was listening to it and I was like, well, I guess that's why I don't have any, because what if there was something there? And also, I don't feel safe around guys in general. That's like a Deanna thing. I don't like that. So I can't imagine myself getting to a point. I can't imagine myself being as close as I am with you with a male.
Okay, yeah,
It's
no, I
just
hear
never
you.
been for me.
I think the straight male friends that I have at this point, any romantic question marks have been answered.
Okay.
And we have moved out of it purposefully, like with purpose. There's nobody just like hanging around who's like, maybe, who I would consider a close friend. Like my close male friends, we've explored it, it's not for us, and we've moved forward.
Interesting. Okay, interesting though. I think knowing that, there is some truth to the Nick Viles statement then.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because you had to explore what was there, and then once you decided that there was nothing, you were able to move forward. But until then, there was that came first.
Yep.
Interesting. That's interesting.
But you kind of have to like box it up. You definitely.
And that's big communication, like.
For sure, yeah. Because you have to put boundaries on it, right? You have to be like, hey, we did this one time, or whatever. Like we kissed one time, like whatever it was. Put it in a box, thank it for its service, and move on with the rest of your friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you so much. Yeah. Lovely, not bad, just not for me.
I love that. And this is the advice for that. If you're in love with your best friend, you need to literally talk about it, get those feelings out there. If it's reciprocated, boom, you have a best friend relationship. I can't think of anything better. And if it's not, you box it up and you decide, okay, do I want this person in my life? Or for me, was this only a romantic relationship, and if it's not that, I have no service for it.
Right. Because those feelings aren't just going to go away. You cannot squash those feelings. I am a firm believer. You cannot squash those feelings on your own.
No, and you shouldn't have to.
Right.
You shouldn't have to, right?
Right. You either air them out or you act on them and move forward accordingly.
And I also think we have that intuition, but so do they. Like, it's a relationship. They can feel, if you have feelings for them, they kind of know.
They're going to tell you they don't, though.
Even if they're like, whoa, I have no idea. They've thought about it. They know. It's not coming from left field. Come on.
Intuition.
So I still say, also tell them 100% you have feelings for them, see what happens, and then take Sarah's advice, and if it's not reciprocated, box that baby up and reevaluate if that relationship is important to you in your life, because if it is, you will box those feelings away and you will keep them. Yes, a best friend in love situation.
Oh yeah.
I'm also not over that you have so many straight friends. I'm proud of you.
Thank
I think
you.
that's amazing. I think that's amazing.
Thank you, me too.
I was
Also me too, likewise, same.
Yeah. Because that one straight friend from college that I have, like, we don't really talk at all anymore because he lives, like, on the other side of the world. It's called Brooklyn. He lives over there. You never see him? Yeah, never heard of it. So I never see him, so we're, like, not really as close. So the only other straight guys in my life is my brother, my sister's husband, and then now I'm starting to become very close with my sister's fiance.
Oh, we
and
love.
those are the only, and it's taking a long time because I don't feel safe around them. That's huge.
That is huge.
Period.
Period.
That's just what that is. Oh my God, what would you do in this situation? Oh my gosh. My boyfriend of 3 years just told me he never felt the passion with me.
Ouch.
Break up with him. You're not asking for advice. But
Current
break up
boyfriend?
with-
Current
Yeah.
boyfriend?
Yeah. My boyfriend of 3 years just told me he never felt the passion with me. Break up with him.
Wait, but
Never
you're
felt-
talking in past tense, never felt. Why is he bye? He's an ex now.
He's an ex now.
First of all,
And
he's got
also
some
that's
balls.
a lie. Never felt the passion. You wouldn't be dating for 3 years.
That's like the most extreme amount of gaslighting I've ever heard.
Yeah. And if he no, goodbye.
Like, well, you're in a relationship with me. I'm not even attracted to you. Like gaslighting on like a level that is unheard of and unacceptable. Thanks. Subliminal single ladies. I love that some of these like are spilling tea and it's like I don't like pickles. That's not one of them, but it's like
some of them
the
are
equivalent. Okay, I'm not sure I'm really in love with my boyfriend or the idea of him.
You don't have to be. Interesting. I changed my thought 3 times just then.
She short-circuited. She said powering
I
down.
don't know if I'm in love with my boyfriend or
the idea of him. Meaning like the idea of being in love, or is he able to be idealized?
If it's the beginning of your relationship and you're exploring falling in love with each other, that's like fair game. Like that's why you're dating, and then you fall in love. But if you are deep into the relationship and aren't sure if this is love anymore, this is your sign, trust your gut, get out of there. But the idea of him, you lost me there a little bit. The idea, like you've always wanted one and now you're dating them because you've always just wanted one. Another sign to end it, I think.
Again, back to your gut.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna keep talking about your gut.
Stick to it.
Because I think when you're in love, you know.
For sure.
So if you're questioning whether or not you're in love with him, regardless of whether it's because of it's the idea of him or whatever, then you're probably not in love with him.
Right, and that's it. And that's the tea. It's been spoken in a makeup microphone, folks.
Got so many.
She's ready.
Like Sports Center over here.
I'm here's a secret. That is. We should call him.
We should. No. No.
Okay, this one. I'm obsessed with getting pregnant. Like I hold my stomach all the time, like I am, and I'm not. I have a secret.
Diana?
I just connected why the panic is here. But no, I totally support you being obsessed with getting pregnant. And also, I am obsessed with getting pregnant too.
Never gonna recover from that.
I am obsessed with getting pregnant. Not right now, obviously. But the idea of being pregnant, the idea of being a mother, I am obsessed with it. I love it. I don't hold my stomach like you do, but now I'm gonna because you've given me ideas. But I think that motherhood is so beautiful. I think moms are superheroes. I think having children is so amazing, and the people who have like inspire me so much that I am also obsessed with it.
I can't relate to you on this one, sis. I'm sorry. Listen, kids are not in the cards for me. I love them, but like that.
You're the auntie. You're the fabulous
Yeah,
auntie.
yeah.
We're the fabulous aunties right
We
here.
are.
That's the new name of the show, Aunties Who Spill Your Secrets. I love that.
Or
And get
not.
ready in their tiny mirrors.
I'll get to work on the theme song.
Oh, secret. My fiance sometimes sucks my toes for pleasure. Into it.
I'm not.
No!
What? No, I'm not a foot person.
You're not
No.
a foot person.
No, can't do feet.
Not a massage?
No.
What about receive a massage?
No.
You don't even want
Can't
them
do
to
it.
touch your toes.
Can't do it. I would rather touch somebody else's feet than have them touch mine.
Really?
I know. I'm a giver. Don't.
Love that. She's a giver, folks. She's a giver,
Oh, no, I'll
folks.
see myself out.
I literally love that. Give me a foot massage. Do whatever you please. Make my feet feel
No
nice
kink shaming.
and
I'm not going to
nice.
yuck anybody's yum.
No, I support that. I support that. I'm in love with my boyfriend, but I still get crushes on other guys and imagine them kissing me. Why?
I think that's normal. Is that not normal?
I don't know. I get a lot of these messages whenever I do a Secret Sunday that's always like, oh, I'm having dreams about my ex and now I'm waking up feeling guilty. And that kind of ties in with this, being in love with a boyfriend and having a crush on a guy. I feel like those are very similar. What do you think?
I think you can't control your thoughts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and you can't control your dreams. So when people are waking up guilty about dreaming
yeah.
about an ex,
So let the guilt go.
you didn't do something. That guilt is coming from your subconscious from something else. And I am not a dream expert. This could be garbage coming out of my mouth. But it makes sense to me. Like, you didn't cheat. You're
Yeah.
just, you have no control over
You
your
can't
dreams.
control that. And so the guilt is wasted. You can acknowledge the thought, acknowledge the feeling, and move on.
There we go. That's correct. But having a crush on someone when you're dating someone, I don't know. I feel like there is something more there. What do you think, Steph? I'm asking Steph too. Steph is behind the camera, everyone.
Yes.
But I'm also asking
Queen
Steph
Steph.
this.
I think it's as long as you don't act on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't let the feelings go too far.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then the second they do, it bleeds into, now you gotta tell them. Now you gotta tell the person you're with.
Yeah, well, and if it's a crush, then that leads me to believe that, like, maybe there's already been some type of connection. Like, there's already been some digging to get some emotional something.
Ooh.
Because a crush is not an attraction. A crush is more.
Here she is, folks. That is correct. If you're saying you have a crush on someone, you're so right.
Have
It's
you
gone-
already invested something?
It's gone deeper than,
Yes.
that guy's hot.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because, like, everybody thinks Harry Styles is hot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's not cheating.
Right.
Interesting.
You don't have a crush on Harry Styles. You're attracted to him.
Interesting.
Maybe that's the same thing for some people, though. I don't know. That's my thought.
Interesting.
That's tea.
Think about that crush. Think about how deep that crush is. Interesting.
I've been hooking up with my coworker for months. Just found out he's married. Do I tell his wife?
Oh!
I also have experience with this one.
Oh!
Like, hooked up with somebody who he did not tell me he was married.
Wait a minute.
after.
Hooking up with my coworker from, and you just found out he was married. Woo! I have so many questions. First of all,
He
how
didn't
did you
tell
find
you.
out? Second of all, yes. My vote is yes. My vote is 100% tell the wife. Are you kidding? The wife?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if there's kids, babe. You better tell them.
Oh.
Tell. One time, and I made an entire video about this. One time, I hooked up with a guy and found out he had a girlfriend. I texted her that second
Immediately.
from his phone. I texted him that second. I was like, you've made me this awful person, and I am outing you right now. Because I had no idea, and I never would have done it.
T.
Married. You tell that wife. You tell that wife.
I mean,
tell that wife.
No, but the truth is, like, that is gonna blow up people's lives, and that is a position that you should not be in as somebody who had, like, a drive-by whatever with this person. I'm so angry at your coworker.
Absolutely.
Because he put you in a position by not telling you and by not empowering you to make your own decision. Because honestly, if he would have told you, maybe you would have made a different decision and maybe you wouldn't have.
Interesting.
We don't know.
Oh, that's
We don't know.
interesting.
But he didn't give you the option, which is where that falls apart for me. So I say yes, tell the wife.
I feel like a lot of people then are like, oh, I don't want to tell the wife because then his marriage is ruined. He already made that decision. It's not your fault at all.
It's not your job to protect his marriage.
Exactly. It is not your job to protect marriage. Absolutely not.
But by that token, you're protecting the marriage by telling her. So,
Ooh, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like you're protecting the marriage by telling her, right?
Right,
Like,
you're saving her. You're protecting her.
So that's not
You're
your job
looking out
either.
for
So really, like, I mean, I would still do it because I wouldn't be able to hold. I just would have to. But I don't know. You're inserting yourself into a relationship that's not yours because again, he didn't give you the
that's
option.
his problem. Like he did that, so you get that off your heart. You don't want to have that sitting on your heart, man.
Is it one of those like, you tell her I'm gonna? What about that?
Interesting.
You tell her I'm going to.
or I'm going to.
I think that might be.
But then you got your liars. I told her, and we're gonna work it out. And they're like, just kidding, got away with it.
Maybe you say like, I'm texting her either way in 1 week or in 3 days, 2 days.
Oh, okay.
I'm texting her in 6 hours.
Yeah. But then, are you doing that for him? Do you know what I mean? Are you doing that so that he gets better cred with her?
No,
Or are you doing it because you're like, I want no part of this anymore? Like, you've done this to me, I want no part in it, you figure it out. You know what I mean?
I think you want to believe that every woman is going to thank you for spilling that tea for her. And so because we would, right? Like you'd be like so grateful, you'd be like thank you for helping me dodge that bullet. But you'd be surprised the amount of women who are like, that's my husband and I love him and you're a dirty tramp.
Ooh.
So you're taking that chance. You're hanging with us, we say tell her.
I say tell her, and I say even if she then is mad at you.
You're scot-free.
You told her. You said, it's off my heart, I've told you the truth. I hope
Best of luck.
I hope you get rid of this terrible person and like have like a thriving life on your own. That's what you're putting out there. How she reacts and interprets that is like that's not on you. That's not on you. Some people.
Ooh, that's a good one, honey. We need a cocktail.
The juice there. Wow. Okay. Wait, where are we at on our makeup?
I'm nearly there. I need a lip.
Okay.
How are you?
Actually, I could do a lip too. I did just like the most subtle of subtles. This is so tricky. I'm still talking to a guy I know I don't like because I sent nudes to him and I'm scared he will post.
Sis.
Oh my god. That secret is juicy. See, I don't even know. Do you have nudes out in the ether you're worried about? I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I sent some out when I was a minor,
Oh.
and he posted them.
Illegal.
After we broke up, illegal. I had to like reach out to the site and be like, "Hi, I'm a minor. You can't have these on your site. You have to take them down."
Absolutely.
So I am very particular when it comes to who I send what to.
Yeah.
So I get that fear. I totally get that fear. You
My
can
friend-
pursue it legally if he does post them anywhere. I know that that's probably not ideal. It's not like, oh well, I'll just have a lawsuit. But
Yeah, but you could do that.
nobody gets to own you, baby.
Nobody gets to
do
own
that.
you, and I don't want you living in fear talking to a guy you don't like.
Definitely
that
not.
sounds,
No.
that's not the vibe.
No, no.
So, if it does get leaked, you can fight that battle because you have rights. But also, I have a friend who watermarks all of her nudes. So, if one of the guys leaks them, it literally will say who's leaked them. And the way she approaches the news is she's like, I look good in every photo, like, and if it gets leaked, that's
Quirks,
me, and I'm
sis.
looking fire, I'm looking good, but I know exactly who did it, and I'm roasting them. I am coming for them.
Ooh,
And I was like,
yes.
that's actually brilliant.
That's spicy.
That's
like that.
brilliant. She's living on the vibe of like, I look good, and you will be exposed as well.
I can't send a nude that I'm like not proud of.
That's what I'm saying. And you want to know who inspired that vibe for me? J-Law and Sarah. Jennifer Lawrence, when her nudes got
Queen.
leaked, she literally did a whole statement, and she literally
And
was
what?
like, she was like, it's a really good picture, and that guy's a dick. I was like, you're
That's my
right.
girl.
I was like, you're right. It is a really good picture, and what a dick. Like, that, how dare he? He was so lucky to have that picture to just himself.
That's my
and
girl.
he leaked it, thinking I would be ashamed of how hot I am? Dumb.
Live.
Right? So that was my new, like, theory on that in general. I was like, absolutely, you go, queen.
Taking that energy, thank you.
Taking that energy, you look good, you look fire, and whoever's leaking it is so fucking dumb.
Yeah, don't allow anyone to trap you with anything.
Exactly.
We can't. No. We
And
can't
that,
have
and that's what I don't like about that secret you're spilling, because I don't want you to be trapped to this guy you don't like. You know what I mean? Like, no.
I've also had those conversations where it's like, hey, like out of respect for me, I would really hope that you would delete anything you have of me on your phone. You have no knowledge that they will do that. They could very easily tell you that they will and then not. But at least you have it in writing that you've asked that to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not me cracking my knuckles. I'll figure it out for you.
Snap, crackle, pop.
These
I
are
know.
such juicy questions. Everyone, you understood the assignment.
Yes.
You understood the assignment. I'm going to continue doing this every Sunday. I literally love getting all of your answers and spilling the juice. Let me know if you want me and Sarah to do more juicy secret videos, because every Sunday I'll ask you questions and we can spill it. You guys aren't alone. Like, there are so many in here that we didn't even touch about mother-in-law, parents, like your father-in-law, all of these things, people's coworkers, sex dreams and stuff like that. Y'all are not alone, ever. And we're just spilling the secrets so you guys know that it's juicy to talk about, but like everybody goes through it. And no
Well,
one
and they're
is
similar, right? Like you guys are relating to each other. It's like, oh, that's really similar to this. Like, let's talk about this thing that blankets all of these fears. Like, you're not alone.
You are not alone, and we are here to like spill the goss and learn from each other. How is the makeup? How are we doing?
Good. Oh, the lip looks good. I don't have a lip on yet.
A subtle lip.
It's gonna be a surprise.
Okay, Sarah's gonna do a surprise, and let's do an utada of the day. Thanks for spilling your secrets with aunties.
Yeah.
Let's
Getting out of
change.
these drab clothes.
Yeah, these drab
I
clothes.
mean.
Let's say goodbye.
God, hobo suits.
5, 6, 7, 8. We're giving sparkle. We are officially ready for the day.
Honey, crowns and all.
Fun fact, we have nowhere to go today. We literally just got ready to spill your secrets, and we feel very good about it. But as usual, thank you for watching. Thank you for getting ready with us and sharing your secrets with us. Please comment down below if you want us to do this more. I'm gonna keep asking you guys for your secrets every Sunday, and I would love to have Sarah back and keep dishing the dish, spilling the tea, pouring the piping hot sauce just all over the floor. You let us know. And of course, me and Sarah are going to do the ooh-ta-da, because what is a video without an ooh-ta-da? I don't
want to know it. I don't want to know it.
I don't want to know either. And I'm acting all the way up because Sarah brought crowns, and I'm just like feeling my pageant dreams about it. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go.
The outfit of the day, the OOTD, the ooh-ta-da.
Aunties spilling secrets, edición. We are royalty who runs our mouths.
We're giving you confident queens.
Yes!
Back it up, peep the shoe. Move it forward, move it over. Peep the shoe.
On Wednesdays,
We wear sparkles. We don't need an occasion
to look